Fontaine, beginning your day with the only way. Music, music, music. Get out of bed, it's the first day of school. Don't be a slob, don't get a job, go back to class, you can pass.
And to start the day off nice and fine, I'm gonna play a new old favorite.
Hey man, look at the diner, isn't it? Hi, welcome to the Benjamin Movie Club. I'm Charlie.
I'm Sandy. What are you doing?
Showing off your black hair. They've all got black hair in it, so it's a shame you don't take advantage of it. In this episode, we're going to talk about Grease from 1978, and it's set in like 1958, 1959.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they was the class of 59. So say it starts in 58 and the film's set 78. That's only 20 years. So if they made Grease now, they'd set it in 2005. People go, what's the difference?
It's the same.
You know, the phones look slightly different. That's about it. Oh, look at this fucking advert.
Be Nokia's. Keep talking, won't keep talking.
Won't keep talking. Yes, and we are going to talk about Grease, starring John Travolta,
Sandy,
who's in Battlefield Earth, and what was that other terrible film he was in? Staying Alive. He was in that film also with Jamie Lee Curtis, where she's sticking her bum out. They're doing exercise and stuff. And
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
You don't want to know. And Olivia Newton-John, who's in Xanadu.
Xanadu. I've not seen that.
You clearly ain't heard the song either.
No.
Xanadu.
Xanadu.
No, it's...
I started
couldn't escape if I wanted to. No, it's... Xanadu. Do, 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 do. Do you remember there's an episode of Friends when Joey and Chandler's watching Xanadu and Phoebe comes in, she goes, "Oh, Xanadu!" She gets really excited.
Okay.
You guys are so pathetic. Oh, Xanadu! Oh!
Yeah.
And that's I think that's pretty much the end of Xanadu.
For you, Xanadu.
What's your favourite song?
Sandy.
Sandy?
Oh, Sandy.
Probably Grease Lightnin.
Grease lightning.
Grease Lightnin. Oh, keep talking. This was supposed to be Kenickie's song, wasn't it? I ain't even got his name on here. How disrespectful.
Whose?
The guy who plays Kenickie. Jeff Conway.
Do you want me to just...
I think it's Jeff Conway. Anyway, no, he wasn't. He was a nice guy. Jeff Conway's a cool dude. But because John Travolta was the bigger star of the two, and they wanted him to play Danny, he was like, "Yeah, I won that song about the car." I said, "But that's Kenickie's song." "Yeah, but I ain't got a song." "You got Sandy." "I want another song."
He has all the songs.
You got Summer Lovin'. "I want another song."
Another one.
Well, you got You're the One That I Want. You sing, "Yeah, I want Grease Lightning. I like cars." So poor Kenickie, because you think there's four main characters, isn't there? If you think about it, there's Sandy, Danny, Rizzo, and Kenickie.
Yeah.
Rizzo's got her song.
Yeah.
You know, There Are Worse Things I Can Do.
Then go with a boy or two.
Which is a great song. I love that song. It's quite depressing, but it's good. And Kenickie's song was supposed to be Grease Lightning because he was all about the car.
Yeah.
John Travolta's one he's got the love story. He's got the main character, Danny. You know, but at least have Kenickie do that and then have the car race at the end. But he's like, "No, I want to race the car." So they come up with this stupid bit of Kenickie getting knocked out by the door, falling on the floor.
Is this all actually what happened?
This is all
So Travolta,
John Travolta,
who at the time was not exactly famous, was he?
Well, he was off the back of Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
We got some off-price crack ties, some miles and miles of carpet tiles, TVs, deep freeze, and David Bowie LPs, pool games, gold chains, wuss names, and Edda Push, and Trevor Francis tracksuits from a mush and Shepherd's Bush.
So he was, and he was also.
So this was what?
He was
his
also had
second
a small
movie?
part in Carrie. They're all gonna laugh at you as well. Well, no, but he was a rising star. He was very popular. Obviously, a lot bigger than Jeff Conway. So when he's going, I want to do that. They said, all right, okay, we'll let you do it. And that poor Jeff Conway had
Isn't
to.
he a bit like Sylvester Stallone? Are they like
Hey,
brothers?
no, I wouldn't do that. No, so then Jeff, and you know what else happened because of that? So he got to do Grease Lightning, and you know when they do the Grease Lightning, they're all sort of fucking about with the car,
Yeah.
rolling about and whatever. Jeff Conway done his back in doing that because he wasn't doing the bit where he's just standing there going, "I go Grease Lightning, stick it in your face." Because he was having to do all this other shit, he done his back in. He then had to get onto painkillers to sort of help sort his back out. He became addicted to painkillers, which eventually led to his death.
Oh,
So John Travolta killed
him.
Jeff Conway.
Poor bastard.
I know, what a bastard. He's supposed to be his mate. You know what else John Travolta done to Jeff Conway?
Well,
He didn't do it directly to him, but he was
stole his house?
almost. He's like, he's taller than me. I don't like this, he's taller than me. So Jeff Conway actually stoops all throughout the film. He's always sort of leaning and stooping down so that he looks the same height as John Travolta or shorter. But he's not. He's clearly taller than him. In some scenes, he forgets to do the stooping.
This is really adjusting my viewpoint on
John Travolta.
John Travolta.
I like John Travolta, but it's just, he was young and ambitious, and he's like, I want everything. So then Jeff Conway then had to just do the backing vocals. I get the money. I poop. You get the money. Anyway, great songs in it. Summer Nights.
I saved her life. She nearly drowned.
He showed off, splashing around.
Summer loving
Yeah.
happens around.
Look at me. I'm Sandra Day.
Hey! Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure.
I'm Sandra D, lousy with virginity.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Sandy.
Hopelessly Devoted to You.
But now,
I think that could be the best song, isn't it? It's mine is not the first. That song was written specifically for the film, so that Olivia and John had a big sort of power ballad. Grease Lightning, as we just mentioned. Beauty School Dropout, which is another fun song. I like that.
Unless she was a hooker.
Sandy.
Sandy's his name, if you please.
There are worse things I could do. Look at Me, I'm Sandra D. Reprise. You're the One That I Want. We Go Together, like Shamalama.
I'm a scat man.
I just want to see what he says. We're getting ready. I'll kill to get him. Oh, he says that. Oh, I thought he said, we'll get the money. I'll poop, you get the money. But he's actually saying, we'll get it ready. I'll kill to get it ready. Anyway, we went to the Grease thing. What was it?
Secret Cinema.
Secret Cinema, which was fun.
Yay.
So we had all...
Well, it was better than just sat there rewatching this film. We've both seen it quite a few times.
Yeah, but I could watch this film loads of times.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have we swapped drinks?
No.
You had the margarita. No, it's different. Yeah, so...
My sister had this on VHS, so you would see it quite often.
Yeah, I think it was one of those films that everyone had seen. I remember leaving primary school and on the last day, and those are the kids, mostly the girls, were singing, we go together. It's primary school. And the boys were just going, fucking mugs. Like, suddenly bopping their heads.
Wearing their leather jackets.
Yeah. Yeah. But you liked it. You enjoyed the evening.
Yes. It was not what I was expecting at all. I thought we were literally going to a park and like you see in American movies and stuff.
On a big screen.
It's just a big screen. You sat down in a park, you just sit down like a picnic or something like that, or you just grab a chair from home or whatever, some food, drink, sit down in the park and just watch the movie. That's what I thought it was, but it wasn't. It was much more elaborate than that, wasn't it? Had a fun fair, had big sign at the start as you walk in, welcome to Rydell High and whatever. Walk in into a big fun fair area. Yeah, it was very different.
No, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Screens outside, screens inside. You then had to go inside after, like they played the intro of the movie, and then it says on the side, "Oh yeah, go inside." Obviously, it said something about too cool.
Don't be a fool.
Something
Stick
about
your phone up your arse. Yeah. And then we went inside.
Go inside.
See your favourite comedian.
Yeah. I forgot her name.
Is it Rosie Jones?
Possibly. And we see Vanessa Phelps.
I was about to say.
Was it Vanessa Phelps we saw outside, didn't it?
Yeah. I'm not, but don't let that put you off. They're not usually there. No, it was great. It was a good experience. But I mean, I wanted to do this film on the podcast for a long time anyway, because I think it's one of the best musicals. It's a film you can watch it hundreds of times. Like you said, your sister's got it on VHS.
Well,
not anymore. She sold it. She got it in DVD now.
I don't know. But yeah, as we walked in, it was very 50s themed, wasn't it? They had like diners essentially.
Yeah.
Not hot dogs, burgers, milkshakes.
I think I went down well with my red leather jacket.
They had like a whole seating area which looked like a cafe, and then they had at the end it was like the drive-in section. It was loads of tables.
Yeah.
But in front of each table was like a car bonnet essentially with lights and that. Really good setup.
No, it was good.
And
food and drinks a little bit pricey, but you expect that from them kind of places.
It was a weird experience because it's like you've gone to watch a play, but you're not rooted to a seat.
Fucking stick on ambience, you bastard. So 1 second.
I forgot what I said.
To a seat. You're not rooted to a seat.
That's it.
We didn't even have a seat though, because we had the cheapest
But
tickets.
yeah, it's like going to watch a play, but you're not rooted to a seat.
No,
specifically.
and you can wander in and out whenever you want to.
You literally just have the freedom. It's like if you went to a nightclub or a bar or something. You can literally just walk around, have drinks, have food, do what you want. Essentially, go outside, go back on the fun fairs and that.
And the whole time they're playing the film as well.
The movies playing the entire time on many, many screens they've got, because they have a lot of the actors running in and out into certain areas of
smiling at you. Hey.
Yeah, then they actually kind of continue acting as they're going in and out of their performance areas, but they are just performing the movie at the same time. So on some screens, sometimes you would see it would switch and you're watching the scene as in what is happening by the actors there and then. So like, and what literally 2 screens next to each other, you could be watching the original movie as well as watching
the actors.
Yeah, I felt like at times it felt like it was a lot to take in because there was a lot of things happening in multiple places. So half the time you kind of wasn't sure where to look.
Yeah, but see, I made peace with that early on. I thought, right, there's so much going on, and actors all over the place. You know, like Rizzo and her lot are on the bed saying, "Look at me, I'm Sandra D." And then you got I was going to say Dorothy.
Other side of the whole,
Sandy.
Really, innit?
You had Sandy over on the other bit. You making fun of me, Riz? You mug? And in the middle, you had like loads of people as if having like a sleepover sort of slumber party thing. So you don't quite know where to look. But I just made peace with that and thought, wherever I look, I'm going to win anyway. Because there's always something going on somewhere. But
it's a positive and a negative. It's not really a negative.
It's only a negative if you're a complete.
If you
think I don't want to miss a single thing. You'd have to go there a couple of nights at least.
Like it does. It's almost overwhelming until you wrap your head around it and then just go, oh.
Yeah. Then you're happy.
I've seen the film loads. I don't actually have to watch this. It's like you're choosing what you want to watch almost, which is what we essentially did, didn't it? When it came to any of the scenes in
Downtime.
between, like, which were just
big
long
numbers.
and a bit boring. We've seen loads, like when they're all just sitting in the diner just talking shit.
Oh, when he's doing all the sports stuff.
Yeah.
Which again, it's nothing. Yeah, they're perfectly fine. They work well for the story, but for that particular environment where you know all the actors are going to come out and do a big song and dance for a particular song, you think, well, I know there's not a. When you know the film as well as what we do, you think, well, I know there's not a song for a while. I've got time to go outside and get on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
And go around the Ferris. Although I'd done that. And as I was going around the Ferris wheel, I thought, I'm on here for quite a while now, and he's about to start singing Sandy, and he did. Oh, Sandy, man. So I thought, missing this little bit. But, you know, it still had a good evening.
Yeah, because, like you said, like there was a point where we were stood between two stages, and they were singing behind us, but the whole dance routine was happening in front of us. So it was kind of like, it must be strange for the singer singing at an audience who isn't even looking at him. They're looking all the other way.
Yeah.
Because they're all watching the dance routine. So I was just kind of stood there, like kind of watching the dance routine and then watching the guy sing, appreciating. They had some good voices in that as well.
Yeah.
They were quite good singers and all that.
Yeah, I definitely would go to another secret cinema, but I mean, it always has to be, for me, it has to be a film that I really like. Otherwise, it'd be like, what's the point? You know?
Well, you was going through it and you were saying like Dead Poet Society was one, for example, weren't you?
Yeah, which I like, but you couldn't imagine like what everyone's going to just suddenly stand up on desks.
Yeah, but that's at the end. What's happening in between?
I'm sitting down. You're just going to sort of walk in the classroom and they start shouting at each other.
It just seems.
But it was, when it first started, it was a lot more low key. It weren't bigger low key. It's just as it's grown over time.
Maybe it was a bit more like what I first described, just a cinema park.
Independence Day would be quite a good one, I think.
Everyone just running around in a spaceship.
Yeah, and then they just blow up the place. But regarding the film, do you remember the first time you watched it? Must be when you was a child, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's part of your childhood. Everyone sort of it's just like well, you say it's family friendly. There's a lot of swearing and stuff in it, isn't it?
A lot of crudeness in it for its time.
Yeah.
For its time,
Well,
it's kind of crude.
You know, funny enough, it was only last night when she says to Danny, like he says to Zuko, or she says to Danny, Rizzo says to Danny, like, what do you think, Dan? And he goes, I don't do sloppy seconds. And she goes, why don't you go flog a log? And I thought, oh, that's a bit... Right, Grease Lightning, I know there's rude words in this, so I'm going to look them up. With force speed on the floor, they'll be waiting on the door. You know it ain't no shit. We'll be getting lots of tit in Grease. So, you know it ain't no shit. We're getting lots of tit. And that sort of gets by in a PG movie. And parents are just going, oh, isn't it good? Put him in front of it. He likes his Grease, doesn't he?
It's because they're not really listening. They're just listening to the music. They're just enjoying the music.
Look, you know what? That I ain't bragging. She's a real pussy wagon. Grease Lightning. Yeah. Did you do that when you first got your first car? Start dancing around it and climbing all over it, letting your mates climb over it? It's only when people start picking it apart you think, well, what are the messages? You know, is it saying, you know, good girls should be sluts because she dresses really slutty at the end and start hanging out with the bad boys? And
then he tries to go the other way to impress her, but then goes straight back into, oh, I guess I'll take this card.
Well, he ain't got her because she's like, tell me about stuff.
Yeah.
Smoking her asbestos cigarettes. Tell me about asbestos, Sonny.
No.
But yeah, you say your sister obviously loves the film.
Yeah, as far as I was aware, many women, it's mostly women really love. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously a lot of guys love it. That's because they just really want to hang out with the woman, isn't it?
No, no, I don't accept that. I loved this film when I was a kid. I used to watch it and go, yeah, it's really
I enjoy it.
I want to be Danny.
Parts of it, I don't know. Maybe I've just got too bored of it.
You probably watched it too much, overexposure.
Seen it too many, or heard it too many times in the background, and now it's just like.
You've also got Stockard Channing.
Let's make
Rizzo.
Let's remake Lassie.
Do you know the title song Grease? I love as well. I took my problems and seeing the light.
Yeah.
No,
the songs are
sang
good.
by you know, Frankie Valli.
No.
You know Frankie Valley is, don't you? On the Four Seasons. You should do.
Four Seasons, what, hotel?
What's the one that came
This
out?
really sounds like
No.
you're trying to say Sandy.
No, there was one a few years ago that came out, which was begging you.
Oh yeah.
But you love it. That's Frankie Valley. Anyway, so he sings the title song, but it was written by Barry Gibb. You know who Barry Gibb is? Bee Gees. Lead singer of the Bee Gees.
I don't have a
Stay
clue,
with me
mate.
in this.
I'll try.
Right. So, what do you know about the Bee Gees? What do they sing?
I don't know. You'll have to remind me. Okay, yeah.
They've done all the soundtrack for Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
Anyway, great British band. Right?
Yeah. I'm Dave. I'm British. Yeah.
They wanted Barry Gibb, who's a fantastic songwriter.
I'm Barry Gibb.
Barry Gibb.
Nice to meet you. I'm British.
I know exactly what it said on the tin.
Yeah. I'm a BG. Yeah. Big geezer.
I'm a BJ. No. So they phoned him up and asked him to write a song for Grease,
and he was like, "Yeah, I'll make it." What Grease? What is Grease? Huh?
That's exactly what he said. No, that's exactly what he said. Because Grease was a musical, right? A stage musical, and where Kenickie was still singing the song Grease Lightnin', but it didn't have that title sequence. It didn't have a title song. And they thought, we want a title song. So there's a few songs added by various people, but they contacted Barry Gibb to do the title song. They contacted him on the phone, and they said, and he said, yeah, I'll write a song. What is it for? And he went, it's called Grease. And he said, what, Grease the country? Grease, like, Lily? And they just went, and the guy on their phone went, the word, Grease. And then the phone cut off. So that's all he had was Grease. So he went, right, Grease is the word. And he'd done the whole song just from that little conversation. Grease is the word that you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning. It doesn't mean it. It's great. You know what? I should have picked someone else to do this podcast.
Why?
Who loves the film.
Yeah, but I'm not going to sing it. I'm not a singer.
Why?
I just do an imitation of
Why haven't they got
Barry Gibb?
You don't sound like Barry Gibb.
I'm a BJ. Big geezer.
I'm a BJ.
BJ Barry.
Did you ever watch the sequel?
Yes.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
That was much
Crawford.
rarer.
Rarer.
That was much rarer.
You turn into a lion.
Of a viewing experience, as I recall.
I remember, again, in primary school, for the last year, they often let the kids do a stage show, like a musical. Obviously, there was only 6 boys in my class, and we was all like, we don't care. We was playing football with a rock. None of us could afford a football.
Yeah.
But the girls, one of them went, oh, I want to do Grease too. I was like, why don't we just do Grease? No, do Grease too. And you can be this one, Charlie, the one in the air. I've watched it once, and I didn't like it. And I have no idea about the film.
I don't remember it being awful. Yeah, I think...
But it's not as good.
It's kind of like they it's kind of like they tried to recapture it, but it didn't have the same characters, so it was a bit...
Weren't he like a motorcycle rider who no one knew it was him? And I think he was English or something. Like, they done like a role reversal, so like...
Yeah, because
the cool one was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, the guy
and Michael Crawford was
one.
But
it's still like the pink ladies and stuff.
And the T-Birds and whatever.
And then they go back to the old pink... Don't they at one point go back to one of the old pink ladies for advice and all this?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Something like that. I can't quite remember what happens. I think I've seen that one.
Ain't it good we're not doing a podcast on Grease too?
Yeah.
Because we go, yeah, I think it was a film with... I think it came out in the 80s.
It had some guy in it.
Yeah. I remember I watched it once and I was just... It was hard to watch it just because I was thinking it's not as good as Grease. It's like you said, it's perfectly fine, but you can't attach yourself to something which is so amazing. As we can both agree, it's so amazing. You can watch it millions and billions of times and never get bored of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
But to be fair, You did bring to our attention. It is quite crude, isn't it, for its time? Don't you think?
Yeah, it's
Like
very crude.
like all the swearing and everything, obviously, the flashing of the knickers and stuff.
Yeah. Marty's top almost falls down. I pointed out to you yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah.
Look at this bit.
The fact that she's so young and after some old guy, and it's like blatant on TV and stuff.
But that was the thing back in the 50s, wasn't it? You had loads of these songs where it had these old guys singing about...
I wanna be Papa Teeny Papa at the sock hop, or maybe after work behind the malt shop. 13 candles is probably enough. 9, 10, 11-year-old, 12-year-old sex. I'm gonna sleep with all the kids tonight.
You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. And they'd be doing that on stage while they're singing. You're my baby. And what was the other one? Young girl. You know that one?
Yeah.
Get out of my mind. My love for you is... And he starts singing, with all the charms of a woman, you're just a baby in disguise. You was too young to give me love. Things like that. And it's like...
I don't know.
She buzzed so fine, she's fresh off the line. I wanna make her mine, and this song's about a girl who's 13. Or 13. Okay, she's 12.
Wicked song.
creepy,
Really
innit?
great song. Yeah, but back then it was just like one of those things. I thought, oh, there's so and so looking at it for the girls again.
Wow.
And he was like the guy in the film. The one was Vince Fontaine chatting up Marty. Yeah, he's going, hey Marty, yeah. And you know, he probably had a go of her afterwards.
Yeah, probably.
You know, don't blame him. Although they were all 18, weren't they? They're about 18 because there's a bit in it where she goes, just turned 18.
But, yeah, no, I think because they're all leaving, aren't they, as well? And it's their last year of school, isn't it?
Yeah, but like they got so the film starts at the beginning of term, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's talking about summer loving, like what'd you do in the summer? And what's great about that song, what I like about that song, is all his lines when he's talking to him going, we get down in the sand. He's just saying about trying to impress his mates. Yeah, I banged her all over the place. I've done all things with her. When she's going, oh, he was really sweet and we was playing about.
Which is closer to the truth, wasn't it? Like he was trying to get some, but she just kept kind of obviously just batting him away.
You got that bit at the beginning when he's sort of like really sort of goes,
it's like
don't spoil it.
Yeah, because obviously the entire time he's been a perfect gentleman and he's been nice, but he's like, all right, summer's done now. Can I maybe try and get in there before I never see this girl again?
No, I think because you only see like a little montage of their summer together, don't you? Them playing about on the beach. I think that he probably tried it on a number of times, and she kept knocking him back.
Yeah, but then at the same time, then why would she be like, oh, don't spoil it? She's kind of been saying that every time, innit?
Well, she might have been.
She wouldn't have been saying, oh, don't spoil it. Like, we've had such a great summer. Don't spoil it now like this.
Yeah. But
I don't feel like that line would fit if he'd been constantly doing
No, I think he probably done it. I didn't say he done it constantly.
No, but even like multiple times.
He done it, I reckon he did probably tried it on with her about 2-3 times. Which is natural for him because he's like a hound dog, and then he met her as and he realised she was a lot of hard work, and that made him love her more because when he first sees her, when they sort of introduce him, he's like, Sandy! He's like, oh wow!
He's so excited.
But then he sees his mates, he's like, I do not know. I'm gay. Well, you're gay and I don't want to know ya. Yeah, I thought, but their relationship's believable, and I think it's great because you think, it's a really sweet relationship between them. And how, in the end, it's about compromise, but she sort of compromises more.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about the theory that the whole film is her death dream?
Actually, that rings a bell.
No, there's no bells. What happens is because when she goes, he goes, "I saved her life. She nearly drowned."
Yeah.
Like there's loads of people who hold the theory that she drowned.
She did.
And this whole thing about the school is just most of those people probably didn't even exist in reality, but it's just based on the little bits of information that he told her. So she has this fantasy while she's dying that they get together, and that explains why the car drives off into the sky at the
final,
end.
Because that's literally called the final fantasy you have, isn't it? So
because there's a similar thing in Snow White.
Yeah,
you've seen Snow White, haven't
yeah.
you? So at the very end of Snow White, the Prince Charming kisses her and supposedly brings her back to life. But then he walks off with her, and his castle is up in the clouds.
Yeah.
And you think, well, she's in heaven. So well, she was brown bread.
And basically, he just died as well, or something next to her, or something maybe. Yeah, I have heard this once before, many years ago. And it kind of, in a way,
it can work,
fit.
but
it does fit because it's like they're going into the last year of school, and all of a sudden she's come to this same school. Like
that
you
never
think
happens.
she would have known that that's where she's going before the summer ends? Her parents, moving to this town or something.
Well, mate,
and because surely if he would have told her stuff,
unless they didn't. Well, that's only if that theory was true. However, I don't think that. I think that's just one of those things. People go, "Oh, well, maybe that's her dying at the end," and yeah, she drowned. So they've made. Obviously, that's not the truth because there's no way the writer of this thought, "I'm going to write this musical about a girl who dies on the beach and she fantasizes about a skull." Well, he just wrote like a typical sort of 50s musical thing, and people make these stories because in reality, if they was on the beach, then he probably didn't even hardly mention Rydell. He probably didn't even talk about his skull. He just probably talked about how much he likes her.
But surely he would have mentioned the town he came from, which would have been near to the school.
Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe she wouldn't even ask. Maybe she's like a typical woman, just talking about herself the whole time.
I doubt
I'm from Brisbane, Australia.
I doubt it.
We got big spiders.
You got to remember, back then there was no constant phones, like they're just glued to their phones, and that people actually had to communicate.
Well, this is it. It's not like she going, "What's your Instagram, Danny?" She wouldn't do that because it's not an option.
It was just constant communication, so they would have been sat there talking about stuff.
But I also think
TV wasn't like fantastic with them.
Yeah, but also his character was very sort of like, "Hey, yeah, I want to get laid."
Yeah,
so
but
he wouldn't have. I don't think he would have opened up that much.
With her, I don't think he was like that. That was the point.
Yeah, but I
think with her, he was very much the other way. He only just started to do that again, like acting that way again, because he was around his friends trying to show off again, because he doesn't want to look weak and vulnerable in front of them.
Okay, where did I grow up?
And
how long have you... No? How long have you known
it was that general direction, though, wasn't it?
No.
I'm trying to think where it was... what was it called again? Like Mile End area, wasn't it? Was it Mile End or Brett? But it weren't Bethnal Green, was it?
No, it was near that area.
Mile End area.
Anyway, the point is, I've known you for what, 10 years?
Yeah, but we're men. We're men and tights.
Yeah, well, so you're saying women, although women do tend to remember things.
And they ask them details, don't they? They ask them details.
How big is your penis, Danny?
And like, look, you got to think of the time. The TV's not like fantastic. They're not going to just sit around watching TV all day like we can.
No, they're making sandcastles and playing about on the beach.
Right, but the point is that they would go to the movies, they would go interact, go to restaurants, go to diners. They would just be constantly in conversation or communicating anyway. So you would think that at some point her parents might have said to her, "Oh, we're going to go live in this town," and then he'd be like, "Oh, I'm from this town. Oh my God, that's where I'm going to be." But at the start of the movie, they're very much saying goodbye. It's the end of the summer. They're both
this is why you've never had that much luck with ladies.
She is
from this town.
she is very much like they both know they're not going to see each other again. Hence why he's trying to put it on her in the first place. Oh, we've had a great summer. Let me just try and get in there and make love to you that one time before we go back to what our lives are.
But I can.
They both know that they're not going to see each other. So then all of a sudden, she is turned, like the parents are like, oh, we're moving to this town and we're going to this school. Why is, and then even if they know that, even if she knows that she's going to the same town, why is she almost surprised that he's there?
Listen, the thing is, when I was young.
Am I remembering that bit wrong? Is
No.
she surprised
when
that
you got to think back to when you were 16, 17, 18, right?
Answer my question.
What? She was
At the
surprised.
start, was she
She was
surprised
like,
he was there?
Daddy? Yeah, she was.
Or did she have an inkling?
She didn't sound like Scooby-Doo, though. Daddy?
Did she not have an inkling?
No, she didn't have a clue. She went, I met this boy, his name's Danny Zuko. I forgot to ask him where he lived.
So in a way, it kind of makes sense that it could have been.
Yeah, but
it does fit in really well.
Yes, okay, you can hold that theory if you can believe anything if you want. But I'm just saying, there is every chance. I was in a few relationships in my teens, and I don't remember once telling them A, where I grew up, or B, what school I went to. It never came up in conversation. It'd be like, what do you like to do? I'd be like, films. I like films.
I like films. They're multiplying.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie!
So do you think that's right at the end that she gets in that wicked catsuit, which they had to stitch her into, I believe?
Is it?
I mean, by today's standards,
it's weird because it is. When you think about it, it is weird because the whole time she's fighting to keep her identity, almost, isn't it?
Or is she just trying to keep her virginity?
Well, by just
because she's just batting him away, like in the beginning. You go, don't ruin it, Danny. I'm just trying to give you a snog. I'm not trying to do anything else. Not even first base.
I think, but throughout the film, she's maintaining her character, isn't she? She's maintaining the person she is. She's not changing for other people, almost. You know, she's not really like, oh yeah, I'm going to change to fit in properly.
I don't think that's true.
Like, I feel like
it
happens gradually throughout the film. Like, she wants to fit in more. There's still times where she's still kind of being somewhat innocent, almost, isn't it?
No, because she's easily.
You even said to me yesterday, oh yeah, she's like innocent throughout the film until the end.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Well, Kenickie was talking to someone else. Anyway, no, because she's actually like she's gone hanging out with the pink ladies. Straight away they go, "Hey Sandy, can I pierce your ear?" Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
come in and they pierce her ear.
Yeah, that's bullying.
Yeah, it is bullying, and they've really. What do you think?
But that's what I'm saying.
Rizzo's a major.
She's continuously trying to hold on to who she is, but then there are gradual. It's like gradually, bit by bit, she's being influenced to be part of that group, isn't it? Like having to change who she is a bit just to fit in.
And you got Rizzo, who's like a major bully and sort of taking the pee out of everyone, and then sleeping about with anyone and everyone and multiple people. Like she goes off with crater face, doesn't she?
And she doesn't want to
undoubtedly sleeps with him. And then she thinks she gets pregnant. And then, like, you think, because his condom broke or whatever like that. So it actually deals with teen pregnancy in it as well. And they look how happy they are at the end. She's like, get off that new condition. I had a miscarriage. Yay! No marriage. All right. Yeah, all right. Oh, she didn't have a miscarriage. She said, oh, it's false alarm. She didn't have a miscarriage. That would be even worse. But the fact that they're so happy that she's not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. Yay!
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah. Hey, I want in on this time. I don't mind sloppy seconds.
I got another condom for you.
Yeah.
All right.
I bought some for my birthday.
10 years ago.
Listen, it's a classic film and I love it. And look, it was voted best musical ever on Channel 4's 100 Greatest Musicals. You have to write that information down. What do you think it got on IMDb though?
Remind me, that's just the overall one score, isn't it? That's not the critics and.
No, that's just the one score out of 10. So it's vote based
though,
on
innit?
anyone.
Like a 7?
7.2. Now, I thought it would have been higher. Because if you're not a musical person, you wouldn't bother watching it anyway. And if you are a musical person, I don't see what your complaint would be.
I guess that's what part of it comes from, innit? Because there are a lot of people out there that don't like musicals.
So they've gone on to IMDb and gone, I'm going to vote this down because it's a musical. Or they've been sitting there going,
very much a possibility.
Or they've sat there thinking, I've heard this film's good. And they start singing, fucking vote that down.
I don't know.
No.
I know. You got to admit, there are a lot of people out there that don't like musicals. I've literally met quite a lot.
No, I get
that. And they will not watch any film that is remotely like a musical or anything. Because as soon as they realise it is, it's like, I'm not
but this is the thing.
Actually do.
What don't you like?
You.
What don't you like? Not necessarily films, music, whatever.
I don't know. I'm usually quite open.
Okay, yeah, I'm quite open. This is why I've used you as a scapegoat. I'm trying to think. Say if there's a genre of music you didn't particularly... Say if you did... Do you like jazz?
Yeah, but I'm not like a massive lover. I couldn't tell you anything about it.
So say like there was a jazz album and said, those are people who love this jazz, like all kinds of blue by Miles Davis, and you was like, well, I don't listen to it. I don't like jazz. And you listen to a little bit. I don't like jazz. I'm going to vote that down. Or would you go, well, it's not for me? That's all it is. It's catered for a different audience.
That's because I'm probably maybe a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, probably.
There are, you've got to admit, no, I've genuinely met people that are like so against musicals. They wouldn't even give it the time of day.
The critics seem to be against it.
But at the same time, they're not the kind of people that would go on IMDb anyway. So, I don't know, maybe a lot of people...
I suppose also...
Because it's a really old film. You've got to imagine, like, throughout the years, people are like, it's really old. It weren't that good. It weren't as good as it was going to be. Newer generations of kids.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, some there would be quite...
Yeah, I know best because I hang out with children.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Listen, I have a daughter who grew up.
Yeah, grew up with you. That's a big difference.
And I used to sing.
That's a big, but that's a big difference.
But not just me.
Because there are a lot of people out there that don't grow up with people who appreciate old stuff like you do.
Yeah.
You know, everything about to them is about the most modern thing and everything.
I do worry about showing this particular film to the current generation, like the young kids of today, because, you know, like obviously at the moment, like I showed you the advert, the Sydney Sweeney American Jeans advert, which people got offended by. And you and me looked at it and went, it's just a jeans advert. And she said, I've got good jeans. Okay, it's a double entendre and someone's got good jeans. We don't care.
Many times.
We don't care, but people are so sensitive now. I can't see them getting through this film without pulling it up.
You can't make it now.
Straight away they go, it's far too white, for example. They go, too many white people in it. Where's the diversity? Well, it's not set in a diverse place. It's the same criticism Friends gets. Then there'd be like people saying the way he treats her, he's really abusive to her. Like male toxicity, how he is, and all of them.
That's how it was, and I don't even think it was that toxic at all. At the end of the day, he is also having to, throughout the film, fight his urge to just be really nice to her because he's constantly trying to maintain that. He's constantly trying to maintain that cool persona he's built for himself around his friends and stuff. You know, because he's like the leader as well. I've got to stay cool. You know, but
I don't get locked down by no chick.
Yeah, that kind of attitude.
When you said that though, I thought you were going to say, because obviously there's the rumor.
But at the end, what does he do? He ends up like going with the cardigan and that. He stops caring about what the friends think, and then when they say something to him, he's like, "And."
Yeah, but it takes him a long time. But I thought you were going to say...
But it takes her a long time to change the other way as well, isn't it? They're both going through the same journey in the opposite direction.
I thought you was going to say about him being allegedly gay, John Travolta.
And in real life?
Yeah, the whole time he was fighting his his gay urges. But apparently he had a bit of a crush on Olivia and John as well. Although they're all in their 20s, isn't they? I think she's actually older than him. She's like late 20s. He's like 24 or something like that. And they're all playing 18-year-olds.
Should we put this over here so then you can face the camera?
No, I've put it there so people can see it.
Yeah, but you keep staring at this and keep
staring at Olivia and John.
Keep going back here and keep
Sandy.
Look that way.
Do you think she's the fittest in the film, or do you think it's Marty?
Which one's Marty?
The one whose top falls down. She's pretty fit. Right, on Rotten Tomatoes.
I thought you were talking about brasha.
Oh, that's the one you think is the fittest.
Yeah.
Okay. On Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave it is 65% by the critics. That's quite bad, really. And the audience 87%. Rotten Tomatoes takes all reviews for the film, so it would take even for ones back then. You can actually look up reviews for Grease the day it came out by the critics, and it's all considered.
Okay.
So don't say, what did they know?
No, I was just asking. I didn't know that.
You get a smirk on your face.
But like,
wiped it off, didn't I?
Surely did they also go to them critics and ask them, what would you give it?
No,
and then get them to score
they just looked at because each critic has its own system. So if a critic gave something 4 out of 5, then that means they give it 80%. The budget for the film was $6 million, and it went on to make $396.2 million
worldwide. That
worldwide?
Yeah.
So that's really profitable. That's like Marvel film sort of levels. So why haven't they made a Marvel musical?
Because it wouldn't work.
No. Well,
they got chills.
But Grease, I think we can agree, is a masterpiece. Yes. Yes. I guess it's a universal fact. It's the same as Terminator 1 being better than Terminator 2.
No. I see. It's not quite the masterpiece, is it?
What's wrong with it?
Definitely really.
What's wrong with it?
Look at the ratings, isn't it?
You don't sit on their coattails. Make up your own mind.
It doesn't have a perfect score, does it?
Why? Yeah, but why doesn't it have a perfect score from you?
I don't know.
I think your only problem with it is because your sister loved it so much. So she probably watched it all the time. And you went, I want to put something else on. I want to Power Rangers, the movie. I want to watch Stop on My Mum Will Shoot.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I'll tell you what's wrong with that. If we ever do a podcast on it, which we won't because it's terrible.
It's a great movie.
But yeah, so next episode.
I don't know what it is. What? It's got good songs. It does. And
it's a great film. It's funny.
It's decent.
And it's a great snapshot of 1950s middle America. It's like a great. It really sort of romanticizes that era that you think I'd love to go in a time machine and go back to that place and time, wouldn't you?
No, because I'd be putting chains, wouldn't I? Probably.
No, you probably wouldn't. They'd think you was Mexican.
We don't have brown people in the 50s.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So that's Grease, and it's got a 10 out of 10 from both of us.
No.
And
also,
I'm just going to double that. You go, yeah, I agree.
Also, you were saying earlier about, the sequel. In a lot of instances, sequels are never considered as good. They never quite hit the beat. They never do it right, do they? Or
no.
I think sometimes the problem is that they saw how much money the first one made. Let's squeeze out a second
and do exactly the same as the first
and
one.
try and do something similar or whatever, but it didn't quite hit. It didn't work. It's because they rushed it. They didn't make a good story, and a lot of the time it's because that first one was pretty much self-contained. It didn't need a sequel. It had a conclusion.
Yeah.
So then you're almost trying to retcon some stuff just to open the avenue up for a second. And a lot of the time it doesn't work. If you build an environment on the first movie where you can make more movies out of it and it doesn't mess up what happened in that first, and you don't rush it and you don't do it well, it can come out better. It's rare, but as you'll see in the next podcast, it didn't. The second one was the one that did it much better than this second one, didn't it?
That kind of makes sense what you said.
Does that kind of make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. There are some great sequels, and I'd say Terminator 2, as we alluded to, is one of the best sequels of all time. I love Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's a brilliant film.
You probably shouldn't add that bit in the actual podcast for
Why?
this. Because then what's the point of watching the next one?
Because the first one is the better film still.
It's not.
And I'll explain why.
Look, this is what I'm saying. Cut everything we've just said, what you just said about Terminator. That.
But listen,
out.
But I'm not a black and white person. I don't go, men are better than women. You know,
no, I'm just saying cut that out because you got to keep that in for the other actual podcast. There's no point saying all that about Terminator.
I've got a lot to say about Terminator 1, Terminator 2. But this is the thing. I am so confident with the first Terminator that I'll happily say, yeah, you know what Terminator 2...
Should we just go into it now?
I'm so happy.
Let's just change the background. Let's just do it. Right?
Listen. Right.
Yeah, Terminator 2 straight away.
How do you know it's not the first one?
Because I can tell.
Because of his haircut.
He doesn't look 70s.
The first one's not in the 70s.
Fucking
yes, so the next episode, I will be telling you why the Terminator from 1984 is better than Terminator 2 Judgment Day from... You don't even know. 1991.
Oh, you need to know. You don't know when it's the best.
Yeah. I love both the films, but I do push the first one above the second one.
That's what she said.
Alright, so thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
What?
Like, share and subscribe.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
Mr. Rama-Lama Lama Kadinga da Dinga Dong, do you take Miss Shubop Shawada Wada Yippity Boom De Boom to be your wife? I do. And Miss Shubop Shawada Wada Yippity Boom De Boom, do you take Mr. Rama-Lama Lama Kadinga da Dinga Dong to be your husband?
I do.
If anyone objects to this union, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Mr. Chang Chang Changity Chang Shabab!